a client who was arrested for drunk driving based on a DWI checkpoint. In New Jersey, for a DWI checkpoint to be valid, it must meet certain criteria. It must be published to the public beforehand. Usually they put it in the newspaper. They have to show a prior history of DWI offenses in that area. And third, it has to be supervised properly by local law enforcement.
If the police fail to do any of these things, the DWI checkpoint is invalid and the charges against you should be dismissed.
In this case, the officers at the PNC Art Center were conducting a seatbelt check where they were looking to see whether or not the drivers were wearing their seatbelts and pulling them over. However, they were pulling every vehicle over, whether or not the driver had their seatbelt on. As such, this was a veiled DWI checkpoint. This was essentially a DWI checkpoint that wasn't approved, wasn't published, and wasn't being called a DWI checkpoint. It was being called a seatbelt check. As a result, I got the discovery, took a look at the police reports, conferenced the case with the prosecutor, and he agreed with me. He knew that this DWI checkpoint was not constitutionally valid. As a result, the DWI charge and all the other charges were dismissed.
If you want to hear about any of the other ways that I challenge a DWI case in New Jersey, click the links below. You can also get my contact information from my website, criminallawyerinnj.com. I offer free consultations, and I'm happy to talk to you about your case.